In one of the most electrifying moments to hit WWE programming in recent memory, Drew McIntyre delivered a brutal statement to Cody Rhodes by smashing him through a table in the center of the ring. The wrestling world erupted as the Scottish Warrior launched a calculated assault that left fans stunned and speculating about what this means for the ongoing rivalry between the two top-tier superstars. While viewers expected fireworks between these competitors, few anticipated the level of intensity and aggression McIntyre unleashed on this night. The confrontation served as yet another chapter in a conflict fueled by pride, championship aspirations, and personal resentment. Cody Rhodes, who has been riding immense popularity and carrying the emotional weight of his legacy, faced a merciless and determined adversary in McIntyre. As tensions continued to rise, the attack through the table amplified the drama, positioning McIntyre as a dominant force prepared to do whatever it takes to get to the top, even if it means destroying the American Nightmare in the process. From the moment both superstars appeared in the arena, the energy inside the building was palpable. Fans rallied behind Cody Rhodes, chanting his name and waving signs with messages of support. Rhodes marched to the ring with confidence and intensity, the determined look on his face signaling that he was ready for whatever challenge stood in front of him. Yet, the atmosphere shifted dramatically when McIntyre's theme music blasted through the speakers. Drew McIntyre strode down the ramp with a calm yet sinister demeanor, his expression indicating a single-minded focus. Gone was the honorable warrior persona from earlier chapters of his career. In its place stood a dangerous competitor fueled by frustration and a hunger for dominance. As soon as the two locked eyes, it became clear that what was about to unfold would be far more heated than a simple verbal exchange. Chants filled the arena, ranging from passionate support for Cody Rhodes to loud jeers aimed at Drew McIntyre. Fans sensed that battle lines were drawn long before either wrestler threw the first punch. The atmosphere resembled a powder keg, waiting for a spark to explode. Before the physical chaos began, both superstars engaged in a verbal showdown. Cody Rhodes, known for his emotionally charged and articulate promos, addressed McIntyre with determination and grit. He spoke about resilience, the importance of earning opportunities, and the meaning behind his journey. Rhodes reminded the WWE Universe why his mission is bigger than wins and losses. It is about honoring his legacy and fulfilling a promise that has defined his return to the company. Drew McIntyre fired back with unfiltered aggression. He criticized Cody's popularity, mocked his motivational speeches, and suggested that Rhodes received opportunities handed to him. McIntyre argued that he has been overlooked and disrespected despite carrying WWE during one of its most difficult periods. His tone dripped with bitterness and intensity, reflecting a man who believes he is owed far more than he has received. The verbal exchange escalated quickly, with both men stepping closer and emotions boiling over. What began as words soon became heated body language, clenched fists, and the unmistakable tension that precedes violence inside a WWE ring. The crowd buzzed in anticipation, sensing a confrontation was inevitable. The moment of eruption arrived when McIntyre suddenly attacked Rhodes, blindsiding him with a thunderous strike. The audience gasped as Rhodes staggered back, surprised by the sudden assault. McIntyre, fueled by rage, delivered a rapid series of devastating blows, forcing Rhodes into the corner and overwhelming him before he could fully defend himself. Rhodes attempted to fight back, showing resilience and determination, but McIntyre's assault was relentless. Each punch echoed in the arena as the Scottish Warrior exerted complete control. The attack intensified when McIntyre launched Rhodes across the ring, sending him crashing into the mat with powerful force. What made this moment particularly shocking was the unprovoked nature of the attack. McIntyre did not wait for a match, a referee, or any official structure. This was a message, not a competition. The brutality demonstrated by McIntyre spoke volumes about his mindset. He was not looking for respect or admiration, he wanted dominance, and he wanted it immediately. With Cody struggling to regain his footing, Drew McIntyre left the ring momentarily and dragged a wooden table from beneath it. The crowd reacted instantly, sensing impending destruction. Tables in WWE have long symbolized chaos, violence, and dramatic turning points, and tonight was no exception. McIntyre carefully positioned the table inside the ring, his expression cold and calculated. He glanced toward Cody, who was slowly attempting to push himself up, showing the spirit that has made him a resilient fan favorite. But McIntyre was not interested in a fair fight. He was there to make a statement in the most painful way possible. Fans shouted warnings and pleas, hoping Rhodes could somehow counter or escape the trap. But the Scottish Warrior was steps ahead, stalking his rival like a predator preparing to strike. Just when it appeared McIntyre had full control, Cody Rhodes fought back with a sudden burst of adrenaline. Gathering what strength he had, Rhodes launched a comeback, delivering multiple punches and stunning kicks that sent the crowd into a frenzy. His resilience was on full display, reinforcing why fans believed so deeply in his journey. Rhodes managed to knock McIntyre backward and nearly executed a counterattack maneuver that could have shifted the momentum. For a moment, it seemed Cody might turn the tide and send McIntyre through the very table meant for him. The audience roared in excitement, sensing a dramatic reversal. However, Drew McIntyre recovered quickly, halting Rhodes's momentum with a brutal headbutt, a signature move that stunned Cody instantly. The brief glimmer of hope faded, and Rhodes collapsed to the mat once again. McIntyre's message was clear. This rivalry was not about heroic comebacks, it was about dominance and destruction. With Rhodes stunned and barely able to move, McIntyre hoisted him onto his shoulders with powerful ease. The crowd rose to their feet in anticipation of what was about to occur. In one swift, devastating motion, McIntyre drove Cody Rhodes through the wooden table, shattering it into pieces and sending shockwaves through the arena. The impact echoed loudly, and the crowd gasped in unison. Rhodes lay motionless among splintered wood as McIntyre stood over him, breathing heavily but looking eerily satisfied. The destruction symbolized more than physical damage, it marked a violent declaration of dominance in this rivalry. WWE officials rushed to the ring, attempting to check on Rhodes, but McIntyre continued to stand tall, glaring down at his fallen rival. He slowly raised his arms, signaling to the world that he had delivered his message. As McIntyre finally exited the ring, medical staff surrounded Cody Rhodes, assessing his condition. Fans watched with concern while Rhodes struggled to move, showing signs of pain and exhaustion. Commentary teams expressed shock, emphasizing the severity of the attack and questioning McIntyre's motives. The scene painted a dramatic picture: a fan favorite fighting for legacy, left broken and bruised, and a ruthless challenger walking away without remorse. The emotional response in the arena was intense: chants of support for Rhodes, boos aimed at McIntyre, and stunned silence from others who could hardly believe what had transpired. The WWE Universe immediately began reacting across arenas and social media platforms. Fans expressed outrage, shock, and excitement over the storyline development. Many praised McIntyre's ruthless aggression as a return to form, while others condemned his tactics and expressed sympathy for Cody Rhodes. Experts and wrestling analysts weighed in, highlighting the psychological warfare at play. McIntyre's attack was not only about proving physical dominance, it was about undermining Rhodes's emotional strength and disrupting his momentum. The attack sent a powerful message that McIntyre is willing to push his limits in pursuit of the spotlight. McIntyre's motivations have been building for weeks, maybe even months. The former WWE champion has often voiced frustration about being overlooked, underappreciated, and pushed aside despite his contributions. While Cody Rhodes has been celebrated as a returning hero on a mission to finish the story, McIntyre has felt overshadowed. This attack symbolized a breaking point. To McIntyre, Cody represents everything he believes has been denied to him: fan adoration, consistent spotlight, and a path to top-tier championship opportunities. Whether justified or not, McIntyre has channeled his emotions into a relentless assault on Rhodes and anyone who stands in his way. Despite the devastating attack, Cody Rhodes' story is far from finished. His character is built on resilience, perseverance, and emotional strength. The image of Rhodes struggling to stand as medical personnel assisted him only fueled sympathy and admiration from fans. For Cody, this will likely become another obstacle on his heroic journey. Every setback adds emotional weight to his story, and this brutal moment may serve as fuel for his eventual comeback. WWE storytelling thrives on adversity, and Rhodes now has yet another mountain to climb, one that may push him to new heights of intensity and determination. With tension at an all-time high, the rivalry between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes is far from over. The attack ignited a new level of animosity and set the stage for future confrontations that will undoubtedly captivate audiences. Fans are now eagerly anticipating whether Rhodes will seek revenge, how McIntyre will respond, and whether this feud will culminate in a high-stakes match at an upcoming premium event. WWE has successfully created a narrative rich with emotion, physicality, and personal stakes, the perfect formula for compelling professional wrestling drama. As this storyline unfolds, both superstars are positioned for major moments that will define their careers. Drew McIntyre smashing Cody Rhodes through a table was more than a shocking attack, it was a statement that has shifted the landscape of WWE storytelling. McIntyre's new level of ruthlessness and Cody's unwavering spirit make this rivalry one of the most compelling ongoing narratives in the company. The WWE Universe now waits eagerly for answers. Will Cody retaliate? Will McIntyre continue his path of destruction? And who will emerge victorious in this emotional battle of pride and destiny?